Have you ever dreamed of visiting a country where fairy tales come to life, bicycles rule the streets, and the sea is never far away? That's Denmark, a charming Scandinavian nation where modern design meets centuries-old history, and where hygge, that cozy, content feeling, is a way of life. From the colorful harbor of Copenhagen to windswept beaches on the Jutland coast, Denmark is a place that feels both exciting and peaceful. When we visited for the first time, we were amazed by how easy it was to get around, how safe and family-friendly everything felt, and how every corner seemed to have its own story. Whether you're exploring Viking history, wandering castle halls, or simply enjoying a Danish pastry at a sunny cafe, Denmark has a way of making you slow down and savor the moment. Here are the 10 best things to do in Denmark for first-time visitors and families. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end, because we saved the absolute best for last. Our journey began in Copenhagen, Denmark's capital and cultural hub. Our first stop was Nyhavn, the city's famous 17th-century harbor. With its brightly painted townhouses, historic wooden ships, and lively cafes, it's one of the most photographed places in Denmark. We strolled along the waterfront, tried traditional smørrebrød, open-faced sandwiches, and enjoyed the mix of locals and travelers that give Nyhavn its welcoming energy. Not far from the harbor sits the Little Mermaid statue, Copenhagen's most iconic landmark. Inspired by Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, this bronze sculpture has been a symbol of the city for over a century. While smaller than many expect, it's worth visiting for both its history and its beautiful seaside location. To see Copenhagen's more unconventional side, we ventured into Freetown Christiania. This self-proclaimed autonomous neighborhood is known for its colorful murals, alternative culture, and independent spirit. Walking through its streets gave us a unique look at the city's creative community, far different from the polished palaces and main squares. Speaking of palaces, no trip to Copenhagen is complete without visiting Amalienborg Palace, the official residence of the Danish royal family. The 4 elegant Rococo palaces surround a central square where the changing of the guard takes place daily. From here, there are also great views toward the waterfront and the impressive marble church nearby. Copenhagen blends history, royalty, and modern culture seamlessly. From fairy tale statues to royal traditions and artistic enclaves, every corner of the city offered us something new to discover. As we experience the firsthand, we can recommend to visit early in the morning for peaceful photos before the crowds arrive. Did you know that Hans Christian Andersen lived in Nyhavn for nearly 20 years and wrote some of his famous fairy tales here? We thought it's a pretty cool fact. A short walk from Nyhavn, and we saw another highlight, Tivoli Gardens, one of the world's oldest amusement parks, which opened in 1843. Tivoli combines thrilling rides with manicured gardens, outdoor concerts, and evening light displays that make it magical at night. It's a place where you can feel both the nostalgia of old-world Europe and the excitement of modern attractions. If you're visiting Copenhagen in December, we highly recommend experiencing Tivoli's Christmas market. It's one of the most enchanting holiday markets in Europe, with twinkling lights, festive decorations, and cozy wooden stalls selling gifts, ornaments, and seasonal treats. The atmosphere feels like stepping into a winter wonderland, complete with carousels, ice skating, and the scent of roasted almonds and mulled wine in the air. Did you know that Walt Disney visited Tivoli before creating Disneyland, using it as inspiration? We found this pretty interesting. One of our favorite stops in Copenhagen was the Copenhagen Zoo, and it honestly surprised us with how much there was to see. Founded back in 1859, it's one of the oldest zoos in Europe, yet it feels modern and spacious. We loved walking through the wooden elephant house in the Arctic Ring, where you can watch polar bears swimming right next to us. The zoo is also home to beautiful lions, gorgeous giraffes, and so many more animals, making it a perfect mix of history, architecture, and wildlife all in one place. Plan to spend at least half a day here, especially if you're traveling with kids. The zoo is huge, and there are plenty of cozy cafes and picnic areas where you can take a break. Buying tickets online in advance will also save you some time at the entrance. Did you know that Copenhagen Zoo is home to one of the world's only panda exhibits in Scandinavia? It's a gift from China, so you can see these adorable black and white giants without leaving Denmark. History lovers can admire our next stop. Stepping into Rosenborg Castle felt like walking into a royal time capsule. Built in the early 1600s, this Renaissance castle holds Denmark's crown jewels and royal regalia. We explored the lavishly decorated rooms, admired the gardens, and learned about Denmark's royal history. Based on our experience, we would highly recommend to book tickets in advance during peak summer months. It's a must-visit iconic landmarks. We really enjoyed it. Did you know that the crown jewels displayed in Rosenborg Castle are still used by the Danish royal family on special occasions? For a deep dive into Danish history, we headed to the National Museum in Copenhagen. From Viking artifacts to modern Danish culture, every exhibit felt engaging and well curated. Families will appreciate the children's museum section, where kids can dress up as Vikings and explore interactive displays. As we experience the firsthand, we suggest to allow at least 3 hours to see the highlights without rushing. Did you know that the museum houses the world-famous Gundestrup cauldron, dating back to the Iron Age? A short train ride from Copenhagen took us to Kronborg Castle, located in Helsingør, also known as Hamlet's Castle. Perched by the sea, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is both impressive and atmospheric. It's one of the most important Renaissance castles in Northern Europe. We explored the grand halls, dark casemates, and the scenic waterfront outside the castle walls. The admission price is approximately $21. Kids under 18 receive free admission. As we experience the firsthand, bring a light jacket. The sea breeze can be chilly even in summer. Did you know that Shakespeare's Hamlet was set in this very castle? We found it very interesting. At the very tip of Denmark lies Skagen, famous for its golden beaches and unique light that has inspired painters for centuries. We visited Grenen, where the North Sea and the Baltic Sea meet. You can literally stand with a foot in each. The area's relaxed atmosphere is perfect for a quiet family day. After visiting ourselves, we can recommend to bring waterproof shoes if you plan to walk to the tip where the seas meet. Did you know that Skagen is home to Denmark's largest migrating sand dune, Råbjerg Mile? The next stop on our journey led us to Roskilde's Viking Ship Museum, which gave us a fascinating glimpse into Denmark's seafaring past. We saw 5 original Viking ships recovered from the fjord and even tried rowing a replica ship. The outdoor workshops, where craftsmen still use traditional methods, are especially fun for kids. We highly suggest to visit in summer for the chance to sail a reconstructed Viking ship. It was definitely worth it. Did you know that the museum's ships are over 1,000 years old? We thought this was a mind-blower. If you would like to combine youthful energy with rich history, you must visit Aarhus. We explored Den Gamle By, an open-air museum where historic Danish buildings have been reconstructed, creating a living history village. The city's modern art museum, Aarhus, is also a highlight, especially its rainbow-colored rooftop walkway with panoramic city views. If you're planning to explore Aarhus, make sure to get the Aarhus card. It gives you free entry to over 25 attractions, including Aarhus Art Museum, plus unlimited travel on buses and the light rail. It's a great way to save money while seeing the city's highlights. Did you know that Aarhus was founded by Viking? If you're traveling with kids, our next stop is an absolute must. LEGOLAND in Billund is Denmark's most famous and popular amusement park for families and children of all ages. This colorful theme park is filled with rides, shows, and intricate LEGO models of landmarks from around the world. We spent an entire day here. We really enjoyed it. Our kids didn't want to leave. Here's what we learned while visiting this park. It's better to arrive early and head to the most popular rides first to avoid long lines. Did you know that Billund is the birthplace of LEGO, invented here in 1932? There is a LEGO Inside Tour, which gives you the ultimate immersive tour of LEGO culture and history. We ended our trip with a visit to Mons Klint, a dramatic stretch of white chalk cliffs on the island of Møn. Hiking trails lead to stunning viewpoints, and the Geocenter nearby offers fascinating info on how the cliffs formed. The views over the turquoise sea were unforgettable. As we experienced the firsthand, wear sturdy shoes. The steps to the beach can be steep. Did you know that the cliffs are over 70 million years old and home to rare fossils? We found this tidbit fascinating. No trip to Denmark is complete without tasting its traditional dishes, and the food here is as charming as the country itself. Smørrebrød. These famous open-faced sandwiches come piled high with toppings like herring, roast beef, or salmon. They're so beautifully arranged that some Danes call them edible art. And yes, Michelin-starred chefs have even created their own versions. After a light bite, let's move on to something heartier. Frikadeller, Denmark's beloved meatballs, usually made from pork or veal, are pan-fried to golden perfection and served with potatoes and gravy. They're such a staple that you'll find them everywhere, from school lunchboxes to cozy Christmas dinners. If you're craving something crispy and comforting, the next dish is a must. Stegt flæsk med persillesauce. Crispy pork belly with boiled potatoes and parsley sauce might sound simple, but it's comfort food at its finest. In fact, Danes love it so much they voted it their official national dish in a public poll. And when the holiday season rolls around, no table is complete without this sweet treat. Æbleskiver. These fluffy, round pancake balls are a holiday favorite, especially at Christmas markets. Despite the name meaning apple slices, most recipes today don't contain any apples at all. Just powdered sugar, jam, and a lot of cozy holiday vibes. Finally, let's end on a refreshing note. Rødgrød med fløde. This berry dessert served with cream is the perfect way to finish a meal. And here's a fun twist. Its name is one of the hardest tongue twisters in the Danish language, so don't be surprised if locals challenge you to pronounce it. Denmark is more than just a stop on a European trip. It's a destination that blends history, charm, and natural beauty into one unforgettable package. From royal castles to sandy beaches, from Viking history to modern design, there's something here for everyone. And with its friendly people, excellent public transport, and safe environment, it's a dream for first-time travelers and families alike. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your fellow travelers, and subscribe to our channel for more adventures around the world. Please check the links in the description for recommended travel essentials. Let us know in the comments which place is on your bucket list, or share your own travel tips. Remember, travel is not just about the destinations, but also the memories you create along the way. Thank you for watching, and let's the journey begins.